Oh, sorry. Hello, everyone. Today we are going to review Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn. Oh, that is a tongue twister. Try saying that 5 times fast. But anyhow, I did go see this movie in theaters in, was it 2019? It says 2020 on here, but I'm pretty sure it came out. Maybe it did come out at the beginning of 2020. Was it January 2020 when this movie came out? I think that must have been when I went to see it. So it's only a year old, I guess. Wow, it's hard to believe that January of 2020 was the last time we could actually go out and do anything. It was either January or February. I'm not exactly sure in the release date. But anyhow, so this movie takes place after Suicide Squad. So Harley Quinn is officially, I guess, broken up with the Joker by this point in time, so she's out on her own, and she clearly doesn't have the protection anymore of the Joker to help her, so she has a lot of people after her that she's done wrong, even if it wasn't necessarily her that did it, because she was associated with the Joker and by his side through all of those crimes or moments or wrongdoings, she gets the, I guess, brunt of the punishment from everybody, or she's the one that everybody's going to go after because obviously nobody's going to try to take on the Joker due to who he is and the kind of power he has, basically being Gotham's biggest crime boss, I would say. And obviously he's a psychopath, so nobody really wants to touch the Joker, but they are willing to go after Harley Quinn, or Harleen Quinzel, I believe was her real name. Yeah, but she goes by Harley Quinn now. So this movie has a few people. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, I guess, was the only one that really know, and Ewan McGregor as Roman Sionis, and the girl who they are all after in this one, her name is Cass, played by Ella J. Basco, who I've never heard of before. And Victor, or Zaz, it's a very weird name, played by Chris Masani. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Sorry, I'm just pulling up a list here so that I can get all these names right. And there's a couple other ones. Rosa Perez, who plays Renee Montoya, is a cop, and Journey Smollett, I guess that's how you pronounce it, who is Diana Lance and Black Canary, and Helena Bertinelli is the Huntress in this movie. So yeah, eventually those four do team up. The Huntress, the Black Canary. Let me just pull that back up because her real name is going to be important. Helena Bertinelli, because I'm not going to remember that. I can tell you that right now. So everybody seems to be after this tiny little diamond, and I guess it was part of the Bertinelli fortune, is the story. And obviously there were people after the Bertinelli fortune, so two crime bosses ended up meeting in the same place, and the Bertinelli entire family was wiped out except for Helena Bertinelli, because one of the, as Harley Quinn refers to it as, one of the goons who found her alive decided to, I guess, have some sort of a remorse for a child, obviously, because you don't want to kill a child, and decided to take her to his own, was it brother and uncle, to be raised, and they were both assassins. So she obviously grew up to be an assassin, and when she comes back to America, because I can't remember where she was, it might have been Italy. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong, but I believe it was in Sicily. I might be wrong on the place, but I think it was Italy. Sicily. I think Sicily's in Italy, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I've looked at done any sort of geographical studies, so don't quote me on that, but I could be way off. But I think I'm right. I will look that up after, just to be sure. But anyhow, it's not really a huge part of the story. obviously, but her being raised as an assassin is, and her coming back and killing all the people that killed her family to get revenge on them. And it's just kind of odd how they all end up meeting, because Black Canary was Roman. Was it Roman? Yes, Roman Sionis's, I guess, kind of, I don't know how to describe her. He called her his little bird, so I guess that's why she went as Black Canary. And she was his driver eventually in the movie, after Harley ended up injuring his first driver due to something he said to her at the bar. And then, so that's how they met, was at the bar, Harley and the Black Canary. And then, yeah, she's kind of Roman Sionis's, I don't know, like, kind of like a therapeutic item to him, I guess, because she's a good singer. And at the end of the movie, you find out that her power is actually her voice, which projects these, like, high-frequency sound waves that just, like, blows everybody completely away. And by blow, I mean, like, it throws them. Like, she has some serious kick-ass power in her voice. I'm not really sure what other abilities she has, but I'd have to look that up, because the three people that meet up with Harley Quinn are the ones who become the birds of prey, because Harley Quinn dips after she gets out of them what she wants, because that's the kind of that's the kind of person Harley Quinn is. Once she's definitely a lone wolf as far as the crime thing goes, I would say. Besides, obviously, being alongside the Joker. But now that she's on her own, it's going to be interesting to see where she goes. I know she's obviously in the next Suicide Squad movie, so I'm kind of interested to see how she ends up getting back into that after this movie, because she's free right now, as far as that goes. So I'm hoping that somehow she ends up getting arrested, or maybe the Joker somehow is back in this mix. But this Suicide Squad movie that's coming looks like they did it right. I'm very interested to see. I'm going to have to read some of the graphic novels again, because some of the characters from the graphic novels are going to be in the movie. So I'm pumped for the Suicide Squad movie. And it's coming to HBO Max, so I will obviously do a review of it when that comes out as well, because June is going to be superhero month, as I've already said. So anyway, getting a little off topic. So this is her story, Harley Quinn's story, basically, of from a little kid. She kind of explains how she became a psychiatrist. She ended up falling in love with the Joker. Now they're broken up. She didn't take it very well, even though she says that she did. She ends up blowing up the is the ACM? Or, no, ACE. The ACE chemical plant. Right. To basically make her statement that she is on her own now, because that was their spot that they went. That was the spot where they truly did fall in love, because she jumps into the vat of, I don't know what it was. She jumps into the vat of something to make her skin the color it is, the white paleness color, like the Joker. And that was how she proved her love to him, or loyalty, I guess. So definitely, I know a lot of people online say that, oh, I want to be like Harley Quinn and the Joker, but not maybe the best couple to base yourself off of if you want a healthy relationship, because neither one of them are mentally stable. So yeah, not the best couple to go off of for a healthy love life, I would say. Just throwing that in there. But I mean, I guess at the end of the day, they do have that bond or whatever kind of thing. But yeah, that isn't enough to make it a healthy relationship, that's for sure, because they definitely don't help each other out in really any way, other than the fact that they're both crazy. So, but yeah, what else can I say about this movie? The action sequences, oh my god, they are absolutely excellent. I think I kind of felt this way when I was leaving the theater after I watched this movie. But it's like, and don't hate me for this, but it's basically a female John Wick. And I'm not talking like Halle Berry alongside Keanu Reeves, John Wick. I'm talking like this is like a female-led role, solo, and I'm gonna have to look up if she did her own stunts, because if she did, kudos to Margot Robbie, because oh my god, those action sequences were so well put together. And yeah, it was like watching the female John Wick. And maybe, who knows, maybe in the future, Margot Robbie will have a chance to be in a John Wick movie, because there's going to be at least 2 more that I'm aware of. So throw her in that mix. Just make it happen, somebody, because that would be absolutely excellent. And we need more of these Harley Quinn solo movies, because yes, just for the action. And I thought this movie was going to be a lot more comedic than it was. But it was taken a lot more serious due to the fact that I guess DC's going darker, and it really kind of showed it more in this movie, I would say, as opposed to the Suicide Squad movie. I think that was kind of like maybe the kind of like, I don't know, the test movie to see where they could kind of twist it just a little bit to make it darker, with the criminals fighting instead of the good guys. But even the Justice League movies, the Zack Snyder cut was a little darker, I thought, too. So I guess we'll see where they're going. Obviously, the new Batman movie looks a lot darker whenever it's coming out. I believe its release is supposed to be for 2022. So hopefully theaters are open by then, and there's no more lockdowns, and all this COVID stuff is finally just, we can take a deep breath in and just be happy we made it to the other side of this pandemic. Who knows, maybe by June things will be a little bit better when this video actually does come out. I guess we'll see. Only time will tell. Fingers crossed. So, I think that's about all I can say without giving too much away for anybody who hasn't seen the movie. Because this is still like kind of fresh movie. I guess it's only really a year old. So if you haven't been able to see it, please go watch it. I give this movie a definite... I don't know, have I given a movie an 11 out of 10 before? I don't know if I've given a movie that, but I would say this is probably one of them, if I haven't done that already. You'll have to let me know in the comments down below if you watch all of my videos, or if you've seen the one where I might have possibly or potentially done that before. Let me know in the comments down below. And, as always, like, share, subscribe, and also comment down below if you've seen this film, and if not, go watch it, because I would definitely recommend it if I'm giving it an 11 out of 10, because I can't give it a higher rating than that, obviously due to the scale of 10 out of 10. So yeah, if I'm giving it a higher than a 10, that means I'm giving it a, I don't know, I'll come up with some sort of like weird rating system as I go, maybe. Once I get the editing software, like I might give it like a, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see where that goes. I have a thought in my head, but I don't want to say it out loud right now in case it doesn't ever come to fruition. But anyhow, oh, yes, and if you don't know, Roman Sionis is actually, I believe his name, it says Black Mask, right? Is what the actual villain name was. Yes, he is the Black Mask. So he is a crime boss, and his, oh yeah, his, I guess, sidekick, or, yeah, sidekick, basically, Zaz, was actually one of the people that was there when the Bertinellis were all massacred over this diamond. That ends up eventually, because the kid ate it, Cass eats the diamond. I guess that was another point I should have touched on, but I guess it's kind of after the outro. Sorry about that, guys. But Cass eats the diamond, and that's basically they're after the kid and not the diamond itself by the end of the movie. Just wanted to touch on that a little bit. And the ending sequence where Harley does end up finally defeating the Black Mask or Roman Sionis, I will just say is absolutely brutal and definitely shows the darkness that DC is going into, which I love. So, I will see you guys in the next one, and bye-bye for now.